All right, so on the Rvnge Fight Club podcast, we got a special guest in the building. We got multi-hyphenated influencer, boxer, music video producer, production, behind the camera, in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Just multifaceted star. We got Minikon in the building.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for coming through, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah. We out here. We in LA doing things.
Hell yeah. So I want to start by this is gonna be weird because like I saw you in Orlando for the Jake Paul and Andre August fight.
Yeah,
you were with B Dave and
Ashton and I think Alex fought on that card too. Yeah. We had the whole team out there.
Yeah, and I that's how I got hit to you because like I mean I feel like I've seen some of your skits before like on Instagram and stuff, but I wasn't like polished up on you, and I saw Dave like face off with Better Derek.
I got them. I was like, bro, you might as well do that face off. Yeah. No, that was dope.
It's so classic. And I was like, man, like the guy looks hella familiar. And then I started doing like hella research on you, and yeah, man, I came across you, and I found your story super fascinating. Yeah, dude. I want to get into the boxing stuff, the fight shit, but I want to take it back to start off and kind of just get your beginning story, because I feel like I looked up a bunch of interviews. I feel like, I don't know if maybe you talked about it before, but just kind of like how you got your start and just like childhood, kind of like what inspired you to like move into the video shit and like behind the scenes versus how you kind of got to front of the scenes, and then we'll get into boxing too.
Okay. Hi, Minikon. Malcolm Minikon's my real name. Everybody thinks Minikon's a made-up name. But, Malcolm Moses Minikon, Triple M.
Oh, that's your last name? Yeah. That's fire.
So, I was, growing up, I was, from when I was 15 years old, I was a fan of making videos. YouTube was, because I'm 31 years old.
Yeah.
Right? People don't believe that.
I'm
people
26.
People think I'm like 22, 25, blah, blah, but nah, I'm 31. So like when I was on, I first started editing videos, like that's when just like Timothy De La Ghetto was hot, like just random people that like, it's crazy that influencers turned into what we are now. But anyways, I got ADHD, by the way, so I'm gonna go everywhere.
No, you're fine. Yeah. I'll try to rein you in a little bit.
Yeah, please. So, So I was fans of all these people. So I started. I learned how to edit by making like reaction videos to like everybody around our school. Like I would make random beef videos or like react to something that they did, and like that. My best friend at the time, Trevor Williams. Me and him were recording these videos, and he was like, yeah, bro, I'm not going to learn how to edit, so you do it. And I was like, whatever. And I learned how to edit, changed my life. I kept on making the videos. I was the guy that like made all the high school videos, the middle school videos. And then when we got to college, I was the guy that was shooting, editing a lot of people's music videos. And that's when I really started getting paid from it, was in college. And then it was in college that I started getting a little bit of a name for like around the city for like shooting videos. And then when these influencers came to the city, they're called Lean Squad at the time.
Okay.
And Lean Squad is one of like the OGs of like Twitter. Like they're the first, like, I feel like black content creators that like started going viral just for videos on Twitter. Like they used to go crazy viral on Twitter. And they came in town and they needed somebody to shoot them while they're in town and shoot a music video. Somebody hit me up, told me to, or plugged me with them, rolled around with them. I started getting into that community. That's when my Snapchat first blew up, because one of the trades that I made was, I was like, hey, if you, I'll cut some money off this video if you take over my Snapchat. That converted they converted like 10,000 people over to my Snapchat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and me, like back in the day, I was like, if you have over 2,000 followers, you're famous to me.
Yeah.
Like, so I was just like, man. So I had freaking 10,000 people watching my Snapchat. I started posting snaps every day. Transitioned from that to like my Snap started like doing a little bit of numbers on Twitter too. And then I'm telling like the super fast version of this story.
No, you're fine. You could take your time. Yeah, take your time. You could throw all the details, whatever you need.
No, if we sit in the details, it's gonna be a long time. But yeah, transition. So Twitter was the first thing I feel like that I was like getting my own numbers on for my own content that wasn't music videos and stuff like that, because I was the music video guy. I was the behind the scenes guy, the camera guy. But I was just doing these snaps back in the day, and yeah, getting Twitter going viral from that. And then this dude Victor Pope Jr., it's funny because me and him aren't friends now, but Victor Pope Jr., he was a huge Viner back in the day.
Okay.
Me and Victor Pope Jr. lived by each other in Texas, and he was like, hey, like, I'm going to LA, can you shoot me while I'm out there in LA? That was literally the trip that changed my life.
Okay.
I came out to LA probably for the second time ever in my life. It was like 2016. Came out to LA. I met, it was Meech on Mars, Dope Island, Caleb City. Ironically, I'm going to Caleb City's wedding this weekend. It's crazy. But anyways, Caleb City and King Vader, I think, was there. No, Vader wasn't there. But it was just like at the cusp of like Vine, that was like, as far as like the black creators go, that was the guys, like they were killing it on Vine. And then Caleb City at the time was the smallest influencer. He had like 9,000 followers. It's funny because Caleb City's huge now. But
shit.
Yeah. So then went on that trip, and I remember I was shooting for everybody. And I was just asking them, and they're asking me, they're like, oh yeah, like this is what you want to do for the rest of your life? And I was like, yeah, I'm in love with videos. I want to be a big director one day and all this stuff. They're like, oh yeah, like, so how much money are you like making from this? And I was like, honestly, I can survive off of like $500 to $1,000 like a month. So it was just like for videos, like I'll charge like $200 sometimes, $300, $500, whatever. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm doing this Vine and breaking a Kit Kat and jumping in the pool. They're paying me $5,000. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing the wrong thing. So let me transition. It was Dope Island. Angelo, at the time that like he was just like, bro, you have a personality. You're funny. You should try to get in front of the camera. And me, I had like horrible anxiety when I was younger. Bad anxiety. So yeah. I was always like just I still kind of have a little bit, but I was always just like what's the word? Really unsure of myself, like or I had stage fright to like put myself out there like that. I always really wanted to be the guy behind the camera, because like the phone videos I can do those, but like with cameras on me, I would freak out every time. But yeah, literally did that. Started posting videos. We went on another trip right after that. Back to LA, new group of people. It's the first time I went like majorly viral. We did this thing called the Optimistic Challenge. At the time, it was me, Callion Fox, Jay Versace, and June Elite, the dude that does the June Book Challenge. And Callion Fox, he's the guy that put on Lil Yachty. Jay Versace is big. He's a big producer now. He's on Tyler the Creator's album. He like produces for that. But at the time, we literally made this random video, danced outside, it went crazy viral, and then like just went silent. We were like, oh, that was cool. It got like 2-3 million views, and then like we were raving about that. Then 2 days later, Chance the Rapper, Super Duper, Kyle, Brick, all these people remade our video.
Oh my god.
And then MTV picked it up, and then it skyrocketed. And that was my like first time where it was like virality, and I was like, oh my gosh. And still till this day, they still use that video. Every year on Black History Month, they like post that video. And that was like when it was set. And so I think I had like 3,000 or 4,000 followers when that happened. And then like just started doing the influencer stuff after that. And then like from all the friends on that trip, when we came back to LA, like, yeah, we just stayed in content, made a whole bunch of videos together, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Huh? That's so crazy. That's so smart. I feel like, how did you like think to like have, because I feel like back then, I'm ADHD too, so I might be all over the place, but good. We'll make this work. Back then I feel like the cosign of like someone that had a bunch of followers meant a lot more. Mm-hmm. Like if you have someone like post you up on Instagram or, you know, post you up on Snapchat or take over your Snapchat, the conversion rate's going to be a lot higher, at least back then.
Yeah,
like when
100%.
I was younger and, you know, kind of when we grew up versus kind of how it is now, unless you have like Drake or like a Kendall Jenner post you, you're not going to get 20,000 overnight or 30,000 overnight. How did you think to have them take over your Snapchat and like, that's genius, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna like opportunities has like a freaking negative stigma on it, but like I know how to take opportunities.
Yeah.
And I'm like I always have like these like random ideas and never act on them only sometimes, but like I always have these crazy ideas. So I was just sitting there editing one day and I was like, they have a following. They're like the hottest people right now. I wonder if like they would like, you know, I think it was like it was either $100 or $500 off the video, and like in my mindset then I was just like every celebrity, every influencer is like rich as hell, so it's like they're not gonna care about like this little money off the video. And as soon as I texted him, he was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, it was that simple.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Retrospectro Niles, and that was honest. I shot his video. And that was his first, I think, music video ever, because he made a rap song called Stan. And that was the very first video, my very first music video to hit 1 million views. And like that song like went crazy. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's insane. No, that's genius. So you said, you're from Texas originally?
Yeah, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
Hearst, Euless, Bedford is the tri-city that I grew up in and I went to high school.
Okay.
And played football and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then was influencers, was like content big out there, or was it more like just like a traditional lifestyle of like
it was
get a job?
Like you literally, and I'm African, I'm Liberian and West African, so it's just like you're gonna, I don't know, be a doctor, a lawyer, something like that. But our city, there was nobody doing like the influencer, the creative stuff. Like I always felt like I was like the odd one out because nobody took what I was doing serious at all. Like so I remember when I was younger, they always used to ask me what I wanted to be when I was in the future, or when I was older, and then I was like, well, I want to be a professional athlete. For one, I really wanted to play football, so I was like, I want to be a professional athlete. And then like when I hit high school, I was like, no, I want to like make videos for the rest of my life. And when I would say it, honestly, I didn't believe that it would come true. I promise you, I'm like one of those people that try to speak things into existence.
Yeah.
So I'll get everybody else to believe it, even though I don't believe it.
Right.
And it happened, and that is crazy. It's honestly insane, and I don't take any moment for granted.
Yeah, I'm looking back. It's got to be. I feel like a lot of times we're so like just tunnel vision on what's next.
Mm-hmm.
When you take the time to look back, it's definitely crazy. Like coming from what you said, like being a black man in Fort Worth, and you know that traditional lifestyle is pushed, and you end up, you know, doing something crazy.
Even moving to LA, like there was so many people that would like, they would say like, oh, like my style, like, oh, you're from Cali, or like just because I'm like the more like chill, laid back like look and vibe. Like I've always, I feel like, dressed like this. And but I never been to LA. I don't smoke, and everybody thinks I smoke because I'm so chill, and it's like, nah, I'm a little bit of alcoholic, but you know, it's okay.
It's okay. But, you gotta have something, right? Everyone has a vice.
Everybody has a vice, but but it's like to make it out to Cali and to be doing things that in the scene, and like to be around everybody that I like grew up idolizing is amazing. You know, I literally on the way over here, I was on the phone with Evander Holyfield's manager, and I'm like, and like he's saying all these names to where I'm just like, what is my life right now? It's crazy, bro. It's beautiful, man. I said, I can never like I've been doing this, I feel like, for about like 8 years, since 2016, 2017, like around like 8 years, and still this is like every day feels like, what the fuck? Like we're here.
Okay, so you get out here, so I guess you get out here and you go super viral with the Chance video. The Chance video, people still post to this day. Next, so I know you you started doing music yourself a little bit. You
Uh-huh.
released some shit on Spotify that I've seen. Did that all happen kind of coterminously, or did you have like a little bit of a career where you're just like editing vines and like getting bags to edit shit and like post, making music videos? You hustle that for a while and then
it's my ADHD is literally I just get bored doing one thing, so I just do the next thing. So so I didn't make money. So I was doing social media videos like I said, since 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I didn't probably make money off of it until 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. So it started with the posting a lot of the videos, starting to go viral and stuff like that. I think like my big like stamp on the game was during the pandemic when I was just like I had a viral song, I had like viral videos every day type thing.
Yeah.
And then I got bored of that, so I stopped doing it. But the music came from shout out to Umair Ali. He's the one that produced the I'm Trying to song. He produced a lot of my music.
Yeah.
And he was the one that was on me because we would always just freestyle at his house. And he's like, bro, like you gotta turn one of these into a song. Like your skits, like they go hand in hand. They make some music. And he used to have or he still does, has a ringtone company of like, and his ringtones, like it was like the #1 ringtone company. Like he has like plaques in his house.
Oh,
from it.
shit.
Yeah, and this is a kid from my town too. And we're the same age. And he would just tell me, yeah, make music. So we got in his studio. I just had a video. That was my first time, I think, getting posted myself on WorldStar. Like they hit me up to post me on WorldStar, and I did the same thing. I was like, oh yeah, y'all can post me, but you got to follow me. And I knew that if they followed me, then I'd be able to comment on their videos and get the top comments. So still to this day, if I comment on their videos, I'm gonna get the top likes and all that stuff. So did that.
That was genius too.
And got a little following off of WorldStar. Had that I'm Trying to video. It was just the soundbite to like the beginning of my song.
Yeah.
Ripped that, went to Umair's house, flew back to Texas, went to Umair's house, made it a song. And I literally kept on saying it was going to be big. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't know how big that song was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was my very first song ever. And that shit, I think it's at like of streams in general, like from TikTok and everything. I think it's at like 30 million streams or like
Holy
something
shit.
crazy from that. And I'm still getting checks from that in the mail.
And that's your first song you
very
ever
first
put
song
out.
ever. Yeah, very first song ever.
Oh my
and
God.
Then even the music career was just like I did a very short-lived music
career.
Yeah,
because you stopped in what, like 2022-ish?
Yeah.
Your last release?
Yeah. And I'm about to come back out with music. But yeah, like that was even crazy too, because I worked with a lot of big people that I was like, why am I doing this? How am I working with these people? And this dude named Blackjack, he's a EDM DJ. He was they were called the Run, or Blackjack is two people actually.
Okay.
They're DJs and producers, and they were called the Runners when we were younger. And they're the ones that produce like I'm So Hood. They produce a lot of Lil Wayne songs. They used to be managed by DJ Khaled. They like did a lot of shit.
Okay.
Right? And like you walk in his house, it's like Rihanna, Chris Brown, all these people all around his house.
Damn.
And so he had heard my song. I think he said his niece was like running around his house, and his niece was just like, I'm trying to. And like he was like, what are you saying? Like blah blah. Like he was like he like got mad at her, and she was like, no, like uncle, like it's something on TikTok. And she showed him, and like he was like, oh, that's cool, blah blah. And I don't know if right then he started just like said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like make this track, like make a little remix to it.
Yeah.
But I know that my team randomly, like I'd signed that song over to some people, and they had reached out to him and was like, hey, can you are you interested in doing this track? There's this track that's like bubbling a little bit. And I think I had like probably like 60,000 or 70,000 streams at the time. And he was just like, oh yeah, that's crazy, because my niece was literally just playing that. So he makes this remix, and yeah, that shit, like it it goes crazy, and like I form a good relationship with him. We made a couple other songs together that I never released, but need to.
Yeah.
And he brought me like to his shows. Like it was like what are their names? Some huge EDM DJs that I opened up for performing with him, and I was like, bro, what is life?
Holy
Like
shit,
so it's like like I feel like I skip a lot of steps and a lot of things without. I'm not gonna say without trying, because definitely I put in the work for everything that I do.
Of course.
But it's just it's ridiculous, and anything that you do, it's really the same steps. It's hard work, knowing the right people, and consistency, getting to it every day.
Yeah, preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, that's crazy. So you said you have, as far as you're gonna come back, you have more music possibly coming out.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you on a label, or are you just independent right now?
Independent, and
that's smart.
So last year that I'm trying to song that I don't own it personally, so I'm about to
own that. Hell yeah,
100%. So coming out with a remix.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some like big people on a remix.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. Okay, so the music shit's interesting, and then, I mean, obviously, I think we got to talk about the fighting shit. We got to talk about the boxing. How did we go from, just all the different things we've talked about, the Vine shit, the music shit, the, making the skits, and then finally, obviously, we saw with like Jake and Logan, the Social Gloves event, and during the pandemic, kind of just like take boxing, influencer boxing to like a whole new stratosphere.
Yeah.
But then how did you kind of decide, all right, like, fuck it, I'll try this.
I want to try this.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be an athlete. That was my dream, is to be an athlete. So when I saw Logan and Jake, they were the first ones. Logan, Jake, and it's funny, I didn't even know who KSI was. Now KSI is my boss in the boxing world. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Misfits, yeah.
So I saw them fight, and like I just thought it was cool, and I was like, man, one day I want to be able to do that. And then they had Social Gloves 1, where it was like Taylor Holder and Bryce Hall and Austin McBroom and all of them going against each other.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, and I remember, I think I was in Miami for the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, I'm getting on the next card. Like, I don't care. Like, I like made it like my mission. Like, somehow I'm going to like get big enough to where it's like they know who I am, and like they're going to put me on the card. Because like in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not big enough yet.
Yeah.
Made that my goal, and literally I went home. It was a pandemic, gained a shit ton of weight. I was like around like 250, 260, and I'm like 213 now. But literally gained a whole bunch of weight with sitting at my house watching Power. You know what Power is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
I watched literally every season of Power in a row, like just like binge watched it basically for like 2 months probably. Anyways, did that, and gained a lot of weight, and then my friend was like, oh yeah, hey, you should I was talking to this random guy, and he was like, you should get into fighting, like it's good cardio. So I was just like, okay. He was like, yeah, that'll be a quick way for you to lose weight, because I told him, I like, oh yeah, I want to get back to being an athlete. So I got back into the fighting thing, and then I like told my coach, and I was just like, oh, and I came to that guy's gym, and I was like, hey, I promise you that like in like 2 or 3 months time, like, cause I'm doing good on TikTok now, they're going to hit me up for a fight. Swear to God, literally probably by the end of that week, by the end of my first week ever training, they hit me up and they're like, hey, do you want to fly to London in 3 months for this fight? It was Showstar, and it was like, yeah, do you want to fly to London, get paid this, blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, and Jean Marie, shout out Jean Marie. It was my homegirl that plugged me for that, because she saw me training in the gym. And I just thought it was fake. I thought it was bullshit, bro. You know, like out in LA, a lot of people will bullshit you.
Yeah.
You know, they'll say they have an opportunity for you. It's like, whatever. But I was like, fuck it. I'm going to train for it. We'll see. And at the time, during the pandemic, I had like lost a lot of money. So I was just chilling at the crib, didn't know how I was going to make money. And I was just like, you know, penny pinching off the influencer stuff.
Yeah.
Fast forward, train. We went out to London. Oh, yeah, and they said all these people were going to be on the card, like Deji, it was Phase Temper, Salt Poppy, Halal Ham, Fatali.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
Holy
a
shit.
monster card.
Yeah.
King Kenny and all these people and all the UK people. I didn't know any of them, but the Alex Wasabi, it was Alex Wasabi versus Deji. The American side, I was like, damn, I've never been around all these big influencers. I don't know why they want me, but fuck it, I'll go out. Oh yeah, and they sent me a picture of who I was fighting, and it was this big, sorry arms, but big
it was
steroid,
arms at the time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, steroid jack dude, man. Like, it's public information. You failed your steroid test, so it's like, yeah, like jack dude. Everybody thought I was gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
And but I'm crazy, so I was like, you know what? Let's go. Fuck it. Let's go out there. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker. And everybody I would call, girls, my mom, everybody, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm taking this fight. This is who I'm fighting. They're like, don't do it. Fuck no, you're gonna die. Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. We went out there, and it was the craziest thing I've like experienced. The craziest high I've like ever felt in my life. Like London, the love that it was hate, but it was still like love in my sense. Yeah, it was to where it's like they know who we are, they know who I am. They literally like were trying to break down the doors to get to us, because it was the U.S. versus the U.K. card. Okay. So all the U.S. people, they're shit talking us, but at the end of the day, they're still fans, you know. And it was a beautiful experience, crazy experience, but. Yeah, that's what started it. And then, ironically, my second fight was on Social Gloves 2 versus Swaggy P. And that's, yeah, so I got hit up for that randomly like 3 days before the fight. But yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy, yeah. But that first fight is still, I feel like the pivotal fight of like what recreated influencer boxing, because all the biggest influencers in the scene right now like were on that card and like came from that card. And that's what like, people were just like, oh crap, yeah, you can make money off of this, and then that like put us back out there.
Yeah, it turned into like a whole promotion. I mean, Misfits promotion, which is insane. That's so crazy. So did you have any like reservations like in training, like sparring and shit? Like I've done a little mixed martial arts before, and like just being across from someone so intimidating.
Yeah.
I would have been so like, I don't know, like just jumping into it. I mean, I'm sure if the bag's right, anything makes sense. But.
Yeah, but I think you got to be a little crazy, you know. Even you, like, to get out there and do any fight sport is like you have to have a little craziness in you to Facts. Like line up and like let somebody punch you in the face. It sounds crazy, but like to me, it's like honestly, it's therapeutic, like super therapeutic. Like it's like the bag work, the drills, everything that we did. I don't know if it's because I played so many sports when I was younger, but like I finally felt at home again. Like I loved shooting videos, but I feel like the love was like dimming down a little bit, and the influencer boxing is really what saved my mental. Like it got me back into like loving something again and like wanting to be good at something again. Yeah.
And just like the competition of it, and people miss that. Like if you played sports as a kid, you just want to get in there and compete, whatever it is.
Exactly.
So yeah, I definitely feel that for sure. That's crazy. How does like a camp look for like something like leading up, like that first fight?
Yeah.
Were you like bringing in partners, or you just like fucking working and running and?
Well, I had to learn how to box, and it's crazy because it's still. Every day is a learning process. I'm still learning how to box, but then I like everything hurt.
Yeah.
Everything hurt every day. I was having back problems because I was overweight for like my normal body type. Because growing up, I was just super, I was ripped, but I was super skinny. Like my waist was like super small. So like having all this extra weight on me, like my back was killing me. My knees were killing me, like everything. So we would just wake up every day. I think at 11 a.m. was my training in Texas.
Yeah.
And go to the gym with my boys, and we'd start on the hill outside, running up the hill. We'd have these like buckets like filled with like 50-pound cement things that we'd have to carry up this like steep ass hill. Doing that, I would spar random people. Do you know who Kevin Holland is?
Yeah,
Kevin Holland. Me and Kevin trained with the same people. So Kevin would come in and he would like buy us like food and stuff like that, and he would spar with people. He'd always bully and pick on me and try to do like some extra stuff and talk shit about me. But Yeah, me and Kevin aren't cool now, but
I saw some interviews where you were saying like, I gotta fight Kevin Holland. He could get it.
Yeah, we gonna make that fight happen one day. Honestly, when I go back to Texas next, it's crazy that I was thinking about that on the drive up here. That he's been trying to spar me actually, and I just felt like I wasn't there yet to be able to spar him. But then now it's like, and like really spar him. Like,
yeah.
Like, cause I know like the next time we fight, it's gonna be like brutal. And but I think I'm there now. And the next time I go to Texas, which is probably next week or the week after that, I want to like hit him up and be like, yeah, let's go. All that beef, let's do it.
Just
let's
air it out on a fucking stream or some shit.
100%, yeah. Because I feel like I was super nervous in the fact of, for one, you're way more experienced than me, and two, I would be going into your gym. So if anything happens, say if I do knock you out or something, and I get jumped by like some guys that I have no protection in Texas, like it's like whatever. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
He lives in Texas too. He's from Fort Worth.
Yeah, he's from Fort Worth. They're from the same place.
That's so crazy.
And that's how we met, was from the fighting thing, and through like Coach Suge, and that was our fallout too, because for that Swaggy P fight, Kevin had a fight. I don't know who he fought that day, but Kevin had a fight, and then I had a fight the same day.
Okay.
And you remember I got that on a 2 or 3 day notice.
Yeah.
So my coach, I was texting him. I was like, Coach, I literally like, I need to train. Like, they're in Vegas right now, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just use these other coaches. It was at another gym that I would go to sometimes.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna use these other coaches and bring them along, and I'm gonna pay them for this fight. But like, y'all will be back in my corner after this. And the coach wasn't comprehending that I was like, the fight was in 2 days. And he's like, nah, that's fucked up. Like, you can't pay other people. Like, this is like what I do. This is how I make my money. And I was like, Coach, you're not gonna be there. Kevin has a fight. Like, and then
you need a corner, man.
Yeah, I think he wasn't reading it fully. And I still don't know till this day what he said back to me, because there was a point that I just got mad at it. Like, and I was like, this was literally a night before my fight where I'm fighting Nick Young, Swaggy P, where I grew up idolizing that guy.
Right,
like, I was
too.
just like, yeah. And I was like, bro, no. Like, I used to go to the barber and be like, hey, bro, I want the Swaggy P cut.
Facts.
Yeah. And yeah, bro. So I was just like, I don't want to hear this. So I just literally never looked at my phone or never looked at that text again. Left that gym and then went to the other gym, other people that were behind me. But it's no ill will toward my coach. It's fuck Kevin Holland, because he was talking a whole bunch of shit. But yeah, everybody, hopefully you get that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he like what he how he is in the octagon? Does he talk shit while he spars and fucking
100%.
Chirp and shit?
100%.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, he fucking backhanded me during a sparring session. He'll just do some random shit, Yeah, but he's like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, Kevin Holland is a good guy, like, to his like people that are close to him. Like, he always looked out for us. Like, he always like gave advice, and like he was a big brother to us when we were coming up. So I can't talk shit on that. I'm just the frustration literally just comes from him talking shit about me.
About you.
Yeah. But other than that, like, beforehand, like, yeah, he was a dope dude to be around.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what from that, I guess, what gym are you at now? Or who are you training with now? Is it
Jackrabbit Boxing? We're in Long Beach. That's the home of H2O, Ashton Silv. He's I'd say Jake Paul's top fighter. Yeah.
I love H2O.
And we're there with him, Ivan Silv, Coach Zoe, and Coach Danny. Like, yeah, we get shit done over there.
Hell yeah. And then what's next on the horizon for Minikon? I mean, you got a bunch of avenues you can go down. You said you want to get the music shit back out.
I'm so focused on boxing right now.
Okay.
There's been like so much shit that's happened in, I guess, Misfits. Like, not Misfits' fault, but like, there's so much like shit that's happened in Misfits that like I really can't talk about.
That's fine. Yeah.
But so it's like I feel like my name fucked up in that, and my record looks shit in that, and all that stuff. But it's like, really, I mean, in Misfits alone, I haven't lost a single fight, but on the record, it doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that.
So it's just like whatever. But it's just, I don't know. Hopefully the truth comes out someday. But that's my big thing is to like I went down in weight, so I weigh like 210 to 12 right now, going down to 190 to be a cruiserweight. And right now I'm the replacement if anybody falls out of the cruiserweight tournament.
I saw that it got announced today.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in that tournament, but there was a reality show that I was supposed to be on. Can't say which one, I guess. But
no, you don't have to.
Yeah, we were gonna be on Netflix though, so it was gonna be dope. Yeah, so that was gonna be really dope. But I'm gonna still do something with Netflix, and then the music, I want to put it back. Everything that I've done before with skits and music and everything, I just want to take it to the next level. Hopefully I step into podcasting or interviewing people. Like, that's I really want to do the interview stuff to where it's like I get into interviewing like celebrities or porn stars or whatever, like, and getting into the like doing funny Marco type interviews and like doing troll interviews with like big people that you wouldn't expect me to be around.
Hell yeah, like finding a long form kind of avenue. I mean, you're a great talker and personality, so
Appreciate
I feel like that would be dope and last. I mean, you could do that till you're fucking, I mean, Joe Rogan's 60 and still running it. So
Mike is doing it too, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, right. What do you think about that whole Tyson Jake thing? Yeah.
I think that there's no way Mike Tyson's winning that fight.
Yeah.
I love Mike Tyson. Big fan of Mike Tyson. I don't think there's a single drop of a way that he would win that fight unless he knocks Jake out in 3 rounds. Jake has a chin, so they're wearing 16-ounce gloves. He has to knock Jake out, actually, really, I say in the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
To win this fight.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, the longer the fight goes, the worse it's in Mike Tyson's favor.
And do you know if it's, I know they both want it full go, right? Like, is it full go? Like, is it?
No, exhibition fight. It's definitely an exhibition fight.
And they both want it. It seems like in the public to be.
No. I know that Mike Tyson, or I know both of them don't want it to be a full fight. There's because it's like, honestly, you got to think about having a fight in 10-ounce gloves with an older guy that's had his brain rocked his whole life.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's brain it's fucked.
Fried, bro.
Yeah.
It's fried.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be safe. Like you don't want that on your hands.
Yeah.
Of like something happening to him. Like, yeah, no. So I don't think that they would both want it. I don't know though. Who knows? Jake's random.
He's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Are you?
What?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna answer what you were about to say.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was just gonna say, I know you've been to a few, but did you go down for the Borland fight? Were you in Puerto Rico for that? You've been to the last couple.
Yeah, I went to his house in Puerto Rico.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was so lit. Yeah, I feel like that was like our first. Like, I've talked to Jake. We sat down when Ashton's around, and he'll come and support Ashton for his fights and stuff like that. Yeah. But we never just like been in a chill spot and like talked and stuff. So like at his house, like he threw like a party, I think a day or 2 after the fight, and it was lit to just like be there, and like it was only selected people, and it was just like a great vibe. That's where I first met Shane Mosley, that's where I met Shane Mosley. I met him after that, there was just like a whole bunch of people there, and it was good to like talk to his team around him to see like how he does stuff, because every influencer, I guess every boxing fight camp, but every one of the influencers like do things in this completely different. Okay. Like in the boxing world, like it's some people that like, okay, boxing is their life. Like me, I packed up all my stuff so I moved back to Texas during the pandemic.
Okay.
So after I think a year and a half ago, I just moved to Long Beach. Okay. So I literally was like, fuck it, I like this gym, packing all my stuff, moving to Long Beach. So boxing is my life now. Yeah. That's what I do. I train. And then there's some influencers that like they wait until they get a fight. They're like, okay, well shit, I'll get in there and train a little bit. Or there's people like Vitaly and Modine that don't train at all and don't even show up to the fight with a coach. They're like, oh, we're just getting this bag real quick. And because honestly, that's not the dumbest thing. It's the easy way to make money. Yeah. You save a lot of money by not having to pay the boxing coaches, because boxing is a really expensive sport. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Yeah, so it's just crazy that I got to like talk to Jake and like be like, oh yeah, this is how y'all do it, like, and they don't fuck around.
What he's doing, what they're doing is fucking incredible.
Amazing, bro.
Any most valuable promotion possible fight lined up in the future for
we only Misfits over here.
Misfits.
Yeah, we only Misfits. If Mams wants to break a deal off with Jake and get me over there, then let's do one fight or something. But like right now, yeah, we're only Misfits.
We're only Misfits.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I was gonna ask you something else too, and it's slipped my mind. So you were down in Puerto Rico for that. You were in Orlando for the Jake fight. Are you gonna be at the Tyson Jake fight in Dallas?
Yeah, H2O is fighting. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's on the undercard.
Anywhere H2O is. Yeah, and it's it's home.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if he wasn't fighting, I had to be.
You
in the
had to
building
be
for
there.
that. Yeah, that's history, man. 100,000 people.
I'm gonna try and get down there for that. That's fucking
You
crazy.
got to. It's gonna be freaking amazing, and like any of the after parties, anything, I'll let you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about something else, and now I can't fucking remember what it is.
Good. I'm chilling. I'm a long way from home. I don't got anything to do today.
Hell yeah. So yeah, we got a few more minutes. We can chop it up. Oh shit! What was I gonna ask you? Oh, I wanted to ask you this. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of content going forward, just like the zoom out and like the picture of just social media content in general right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about where it is? Because it's obviously a lot harder to break into like the as an influencer, in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Advice you would give to someone who's trying to break in, and then what do you think about like the streamers, like the Kick shit, the Twitch shit, Aiden Ross, the Neons, and just kind of your take on all that stuff.
Okay, first question was, what do I think about it now? Right? What do I think about it
Yeah, what
now?
do you think about
Yeah, I think I think it's great. Like I think that it's literally like it's letting you kind of control, or it's giving people another avenue to where it's just like, okay, hey, at the end of the day, we are still working for people.
Yeah.
But it's like I get to do what I like doing and taking the chance to seeing if it goes anywhere. Like a lot of people get a really big boost when they first, or not when they first start but like when they first start getting followers, they'll get the big boost, they'll get the high, and they'll be consistent, and then that's when the money will flow, and then it kind of like falls off after that.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do in that case is to be consistent.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice on that. But yeah, I think it's beautiful to give people that like chance and opportunity. The second question was, what was the second question?
Just like your take, I guess we'll just say your take on the streamers and kind of
the streamers.
Yeah, like Aiden Ross and the Neon, and
I think they're freaking. I'm envious. I wish I had a camera set up to like just do that shit, and like people that would be down to like just come through and do that shit all the time. Like that's like, I feel like that. I mean, they stream in Kaizenat too. They stream so freaking much that I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they do it either.
Yeah, like that's why I'm jealous, because it's just like, bro, that's all you do, but they have to constantly look for the next idea, next thing, and it's wild. I want to get into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can dedicate my whole life like they are. Like, I'm a grown ass man, bro. Like that's
you're trying
crazy.
To fight, and you got camp, and you got to fucking dude. I mean, and like just your mental like attention, your attention's gone after that. I feel like
you're literally a slave.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're like a slave to the people. Like,
yeah.
You don't get any time to yourself. And I think I read somewhere that Aiden got in trouble for skipping like 3 days of Twitch streaming. Like he's like they're like gonna pull like fucking millions from him for that, like for his Kick deal.
Just for skipping a few days.
Like it was like 3 days.
Oh
he
my
skipped.
God, bro.
And it's actually insane. But yeah. What was the third question? Yeah,
and the other one was just someone getting into it. Would you? I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say like that's the place to be in terms of like where the attention is? Like everybody's on Twitch, everybody's on Kick, or do you think?
Yeah, right now for literally right now, streamers are the top thing. It's the way to go. You should still, everything that you do, you should even if you're streaming, clip it and upload it to YouTube. YouTube's gonna always be the home base. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So everything should be clipped into long form and short form content for YouTube, and then try to stream if it hits for you. Like you can go on TikTok and stream. You can go on you can practice on Instagram, or you're not gonna make any money. You can, like, there's a lot of places, practice it, and if you get good at it, man, that's like a thing to really take advantage of. And on top of that, advice I would give is you never know what's gonna be your thing that takes you off. You never know. You can plan it as much as you want. I've met so many influencers and helped so many influencers out that you literally have no clue. You have no clue what's gonna be like even my I'm Trying to song, bro. Like, I knew it was gonna be big, but I didn't know that I was gonna be like, I can be in Mexico and say I'm trying to, and like somebody's like, oh, you sound like the guy that says that thing, and it's like, oh yeah, I am that. Like, you never know how big shit's gonna get that you're just being yourself and being random. So just put it out there, bro.
Just put shit out there.
Just put it fucking out there. I don't give a fuck if it's your 2 years of fucking doing the same shit, or fucking 5 years of doing the same shit, and you don't see growth yet. The shit is coming when you have consistency.
Yeah.
Just do shit, put it out. Don't overthink things. Everybody's overthinks shit too much that they put out now. Put that shit out there, because if you're overthinking it and trying to do it the perfect way, like, it doesn't matter right now, because not too many people are watching you. So just put it out there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. You can't score if you don't shoot, right?
No cap. You can't score if you don't shoot, bro. That's it, bro. Literally none of my friends could have predicted their life. Not a single one of my friends could have predicted their life right now. And they all got there from taking a chance.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks so much for doing this, bro. I appreciate. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to say to the people? Anything?
Shit, I love all the supporters. I love everybody that supports me. And like I said, I would never get used to this shit. I hope I never get used to it so I don't get bored. And, I mean, my life looks cool, but shit, I travel too much and I do too many things to ever get a fucking second to myself. So never take your time and moments for granted. And
Hell yeah. Well, that's it. That's the Minikon interview.
Yes. And relationships over revenue. Relationships over revenue. Because relationships will last longer and they'll get you there.
Hell yeah. That's great advice. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
You, boss.
You're a legend.
Thank
and
you.
I'm looking forward to everything you got coming. And
yeah.
I'll be watching for it.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. You know the vibes.
Thanks so much,
Thank
bro.
you.